So hi guys, new video today. Today's subject is what is the advantage of daily decrease or reducing to the most important things compared to mixing as many techniques as you can or mixing as many martial arts as you can. We're going to talk about what does it mean reducing. For this video we're going to take example, and this is going to be the groin kick, because as groin kick you can use different kicks. This can be straight kick, this can be angle kick, this can be inverted angle kick, also hook kick. So the groin kick is not always one technique. Some people claim if you attack vulnerable targets like eyes, groin, knees, you don't need any skill. Well, I can tell you, you have to train so much of it to really make it work. But just because you attack vulnerable targets, it doesn't mean you don't need any skill. You still need footwork, you still need timing, you still need distance control, and you still need technical abilities. People who say you don't need any skill for this clearly have no idea what they're talking about. Just because you are attacking a different target, it doesn't mean you don't need any skill. If I'm going to attack him here, or I'm going to attack him here, what's the difference? The difference is the target. The difference is how the opponent responds when he hits at this target. But on my side, I need exactly the same skill. Like I said, timing, distance, footwork, rhythm, broken rhythm, technical abilities, mechanical skill, everything. You need everything, just as you would attack secondary targets. We're going to look at the groin attack and how you can reduce your training and make this one technique better. Oh, when you start your training, of course, you have to train your mechanical abilities. So usually you can do this alone with your partner can hold your pads, and then you can start to train your technique. If you take a pad, this would mimic a groin. You can start from, it doesn't matter, just for example, you can start from on guard or you can start from natural stance, and then you have to start to train different distances, the technical motion of the technique. Then you can also use other angles. You can spend a lot of time perfecting your kick. You can also break down the technique, break this down and train each of these movements separately, also using rubber bands for resistance so your kicks get better, or weights to get faster kicks. All you can do, and this is only one technique, this is like running to the extreme. So you do a lot of reps, you sharpen your tool, you sharpen your technique, you sharpen your kick, then you go to the side of application. So just to start there, and you can also, like you have seen, do it from neutral stance, then you can do it from on guard stance, then you can do it in different scenarios. So once you have learned to do all these angles, you can then do it from motion. So you learn the distance, you learn your timing, your training partner attacks you, and you're visualizing the target. You don't care about the techniques he's using, you just care about the target. So as you can see, you try to land your kick and he attacks with whatever he wants. In this case, it was punching. This can also be kicking. So as you can see, you reduce on the one thing and you train it and you train it until you really can attack and defend from any angle. It doesn't matter with what the opponent is coming in. And this is only one technique. You can do this with a straight lead. You can do this also with hooks. You can do this with side kicks, finger jabs, any kind of finger jabs, any distance. You try to take one technique and cover as much or as many situations as you can do. So you learn to respond with less number of techniques, so you can memorize them and you can react much faster. Contrary to this, if you take, for example, JKD concepts, where you learn countless numbers of martial arts, if you think about it, each of these martial arts, they contain a lot of techniques, and then you have to train them all, and you try to memorize them all, and then in what situation you use what technique. So, and here in original JKD, the thinking of Bruce was to reduce to the most important things. It's daily decrease, not daily increase. You sharpen your tool, and so you can use it from any angle and any distance. And like Bruce said, I don't fear a man who trained 10,000 different kicks. I fear a man who trained only one kick 10,000 times. You can also say, I don't fear a man who trained 10,000 different techniques. I fear a man who trained that one technique 10,000 times. And this is the idea. And I give you just an example for the groin kick. There's of course more of it. I showed you only some angles and some footwork, but there's so much more about this. If you want to train this, remember, once we are out of this lockdown, you can look for our groups on Tommy's page. The link is below, and look for this kind of training. So guys, just think for yourself, common sense. The more time you put in one thing, the better you get at it. The more time you spread among different things, the worse you get at these things. This is just natural, okay? So I hope you liked this video, and like always, see you next time.